Oh, look at little serebii. Isn't he so cute? Look at him. He's so cute. He does not look like mine. Anyway, so here's a random roulette battle I found on serebii against some dude named Flash. He was a Wi-Fi guest. So he leads off with an Azelf. I lead off with my Azumarill, and right away he just explodes. So I lose my Azumarill, and he loses his Azelf. And so now it's 5-5. And I had like two steel types and a rock type to take that. Any of my Pokemon could have taken it better. But whatever. So, anyways, he air slashes. I flinch. That's kind of annoying. I protect. He air slashes. Doesn't work because I protected. And I'm just gonna go for my rocks now. I really hope I can get them up, and I do, and I'm happy. So yeah, I'm just gonna protect again for some more leftovers, and then I'm gonna switch out because yeah, switching cool. My mic's flat. Weird. Um. So now I bring in no focusing because it's kind of a wall and stuff. And yeah, I got 3 waters. I got 3 waters, 2 steels, 2 rocks, a dark, and a ground. Anyway, so I get a wish. Yeah, you know. I just realized this team had like no special moves. But it was a roulette, so what do you expect? So I bring in my little tater to take the poison jab and then get the wish. But I get poisoned. That's never any fun. But at least it wasn't toxic poison, so that's good. Anyway, so now he's going to, what's he going to do? I think he switches here. Yeah, he switches and goes into Togekiss, and I go for a waterfall thinking he'll switch to Togekiss. This guy only made, like, obvious plays except for one time where he didn't make an obvious play and it didn't really work out for him. So I'm taking poison damage, all that stuff, yep. And I see what he's gonna lock himself into with Protect. So that's really all this is used for now, is for against Togekiss. I see the Tri-Attack, so I'm like, perfect time to set up with Steve. So he goes for a Tri-Attack. And yeah, that's kind of cool, I guess. So he switches and he goes into Heatran. This battle can still go either way, but I think Steve is going to go all wallish on his butt and just destroy him at this point, but he's not. Oh, and I was being nice. Originally, he picked up Blissey instead of Registeel. No, wait, no. Never mind. No, he did pick Registeel. I was thinking about switching it for Blissey, but then I thought that was cheating. But yeah. So he gets a burn, and that kind of stunk. But I get the second Amnesia up, and at this point, I really wish I had gone for an Iron Defense there, but I guess Amnesia was the best idea. By the way, when I saw the lefties and used Seismic Toss, it's because I thought he'd set up a sub. I did not want to deal with a sub. So, yeah, I rest up, knowing, he'll get rid of burn and everything. Rest would be so bad of a move if you already had another status that didn't work. Anyway, so he brings in his Ursa Ring, and I stay in. I'm still asleep, and I see that it's Toxic Orbed, and then I see the Swords Dance, and I'm like, Registeel is going to die. But this is kind of major. I live the Earthquake. Yeah, I lived the Earthquake with like not very much HP, so it wasn't really a good idea to like rest or anything, but I do live the Earthquake, and I do get an S-Toss off, which was really good because now he's in the yellow HP, and I won't have to deal with it as long. It doesn't have as many turns, and it won't be able to sweep my team entirely, which means I think I have to set up a sweep. But I go into no focusing, thinking I have Protect, and then I find out I have Toxic, not Protect, so I have to switch, and he thinks I bluff the Protect. And so I stay in just like, oh, wow, that was kind of mean of me. And I just kind of wanted to see if he had Aura Sphere, because, yeah. And so I lose, I'm high. So now I'm down to 3 Pokemon, he has 5. And this doesn't seem very good for me, but I do have the Stealth Rocks up, which is good because now I can just roar the Togekiss out. He does not get a switch advantage, on my Vaporeon, so I think it worked out kind of nicely. And now the Togekiss is not really worth anything. Of course, now he can use it as Death Fodder later, but I prefer that. Anyway, so I think that he will go into Ursaring at some point, and I need to pass the wish to my Swampert. Well, I need my Swampert in on the turn it comes in. I'm not going to use Protect here because I don't have it, and this is the one time he predicts Swampert to come in, and it doesn't happen, and I stay in, and he doesn't poison me that turn. Kind of stunk for him. So he just poisons me this turn, I think, with Poison Jab. Yeah, I set up another wish, and he Poison Jabs. It stinks, but I can take it. So this part's really stalling with Vaporeon. I did not know Vaporeon was this good of a Pokemon, because the only other time I had used it was against my friend Vitor, and it died to two. It would have died to 2 Stone Edges on Tyranitar, and couldn't KO it with a Surf, which was kind of sad. I ended up Breloom sweeping that fight. It was the only one I recorded with my webcam, and that was such bad quality. Anyway, so he brings in a Regice, which was the only Reggie I didn't have, so I ended up making one after this battle. I completely forgot it even existed, so yeah. Anyway, so I'm just gonna roar out and bring in a Heatran. And I can tell he hacked for these, but I honestly don't care. I hacked for mine too. Anyways. So he's just gonna switch, and he's gonna bring in Titanic again. And I'm just gonna wish again. And so, yeah, this is getting kind of long and boring. And this time, he doesn't want to take any risks, and he just goes for a rest, I think. Yeah. And I didn't see the point in that. He could have taken me a little bit longer and actually used Thunderbolt and gotten some damage off. And here is the big... This is why he should have used Thunderbolt on that turn. You can barely even see his HP, and then it goes down, and you, like, can't even see it. And I thought he was dead there. I'm like, yes, but he's not. And I'm like, no. And I was so happy he didn't use Thunderbolt, because he just uses Facade here. And, yeah, I can live it. And I was so happy, because now I can actually win this fight. So now it's 3-3, and I know my Tyranitar can just sweep the rest of the game. So this is basically a good game, but I tried to make it interesting for you by not just going into Tyranitar in this, and going into Swampert. I didn't even get a chance to use Tyranitar. So I switch into Swampert to get my wish, and I take that Earth Power much better than Tyranitar would have. And he just leaves Heatran in to die now, knowing it's worth nothing, and there's not really much he has that can take the Earthquake and still let him win. He doesn't know I have Tyranitar at this point, so I scouted his whole team and really easily, and yeah. By the way, I'm trying to get some losses, to be honest, but I haven't really had many, but I have had a ton of good battles to upload. And so, yeah. And, yeah, that's really all I have to say. And so, he brings in his Titanic, and I'm like, oh, snaps. And so, I'm just going to Earthquake it and do some damage. You know, maybe get lucky, get a crit, but I don't. And I see the Sleep Talk, and I didn't notice I was faster here, by the way. And so he Ice Beams, and I'm like, okay, he needs one more of those so that he won't wake up, rest, and then maybe my Tyranitar will miss, and I might lose the game. Because I don't want to have to lock my... No, I don't lock myself into anything. I don't know. Oh, yeah, because I wanted the DD. But, I didn't need it. I don't know. Point is, I wanted him to kill me because I was being stupid, and I didn't know I was faster. But I find out I'm faster here, kill him off with Earthquake, and yeah. Now all he has left is Muck, so that's a good game. Anyway, so I really need some YouTube battlers, because I've been going to Serebii lately, and it's not really all that fun there, because I don't have their YouTubes or anything. And I have another battle from Serebii, but it was really bad. I'm not even sure if I'm going to upload it. I kind of crushed him because he used a mono-psychic team without telling me it was mono-typed. And I didn't notice it was mono-typed until after the battle, so I feel stupid. So yeah, good game, Flash. Rate, comment, subscribe, I guess. See ya.